Hello everybody and welcome back. This is Dr. Mridula V Amarnath here. So hope all of you are doing great, absolutely great. Well, so I must just let you know this. So the other day I was just speaking to a couple of parents. So in that, one parent asked me, Doctor, I have this concern because for my eldest son, as soon as he was born, it was a baby boy, so we did circumcision for him. Now it's been 5 years and I'm going to expect my second baby soon. So if it's a boy, do you really think it is necessary? Because that time I didn't know. I was just told that I must do it. But 5 years down the lane, I'm really concerned whether, should I make my second baby also go through the entire procedure? Is it mandatory? Is it required? I mean, if you do not do it, will it have any other negative impacts? So what do you think? What do you think? Is it required or it's okay even if you do not do it? Well, stay tuned to know my reply. So what is circumcision? So circumcision is a procedure wherein the foreskin that shields the head of the penis is removed out. Okay, now according to this study which was done by the American Academy of Pediatrics, it is said that circumcision does not hold a very significant beneficial effect, that it should be considered as a routine procedure. So this procedure can be decided by the parents. So parents can decide whether they really need to go for it, and this can be decided based on their religious or their culture. In certain religions and culture make it mandatory that it has to be done. Okay, so for those individuals, they can go ahead. But every other boy has to undergo this procedure? I certainly do not think so. Now, if you decide to have your son circumcised, it should be done within the first few days after birth. A doctor, either the baby's pediatrician or your obstetric or gynecologist physician, performs the procedure. In certain cultural or religious settings, a specially trained religious person called the mohel performs the circumcision. This procedure is not a very long procedure, it's a very short procedure, it would take around 10 minutes. Now regarding the pain, unlike many years ago, today we have topical anesthetic medications or probably even injections are given to numb those nerve fibers around that area. So they would hardly realize that the procedure is being done and it would not be painful for the baby. So typically that area heals within 1 to 2 weeks. So once the baby is back home, parents should ensure that the entire area is clean and clean that area with soap and water and make sure it is not wet and dry that area. Also apply petroleum jelly liberally so that the skin does not get stuck to the diapers. So make sure the entire area is very well maintained. But in case if there's any redness or bleeding, or if you see a slight change in color of that particular area, then it is important that you consult your doctor immediately. So let me just brief you out what are the advantages of doing this procedure. 1. It is easier to clean. There is improved hygiene. It is less likely to get any sort of urinary tract infections. And it's a part of the ancient cultural and religious ritual. But again, what are the disadvantages? 1. It is not medically necessary or recommended. It could be a slightly painful procedure, though nowadays it is like a mere painless procedure. But compared to the earlier days, which is quite painful, nowadays it's a painless procedure. And of course, any surgery will always have its own risks associated with it. So personally, I will not be able to recommend for your kid. So it is important that as parents, the husband and the wife decide what is good for their kid. If it is important or if it is a part of your religious belief, then probably you can go ahead. But on the other hand, if you think that doing a circumcision would have a lot of medical benefits, then I do not think that is true. But yes, you can get rid of urinary tract infection to a great extent. Okay, so think about it, but make sure you decide it beforehand, or at least you have an idea that if it is a boy, then I must go ahead and do it. Okay, so stay safe and stay happy. Bye-bye.